Ponniyin Selvan, I is a 2022 Indian Tamil language epic historical action drama film directed by Mani Ratnam, who co-wrote it with Elango Kumaravel and B. Produced by Ratnam and Subhaskaran Aliraja under Madras Talkies and Leica Productions, it is the first of two cinematic parts based on Kaki Krishnamurti's 1955 novel, Ponniyin Selvan. The film stars an ensemble cast including Vikram, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, J.M. Ravi, Karthi, Trisha, Jayaram, Aishwarya Lakshmi, Sobhadadhula Pala, Prabhu, R. Sarath Kumar, Vikram Prabhu, Prakash Raj, Raman, R. Parthiban and Lal. The music was composed by A. R. Raman, with cinematography by Ravi Varman, editing by A. Srikar Prasad, and production design by Thoda Tharani. Ponniyin Selvan, I dramatizes the early life of Chola Prince Arulmozhi Varman, who would become the renowned Emperor Rajaraja I. Ever since its publication, a film adaptation of Ponniyin Selvan had been explored by several Tamil filmmakers, including an attempt by M. G. Ramachandran in the late 1950s, however, it never materialized due to financial constraints. Decades later, Ratnam attempted to adapt the novel in the late 1980s and early 2010s but was unsuccessful. Calling it his dream project, Ratnam revived the effort in January 2019, after Leica agreed to fund the film. Following several changes in cast and crew, production of Ponniyin Selvan began in December 2019 and concluded in September 2021, halting twice due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The film was shot in various locations across India, with a few sequences in Thailand. It was originally intended to be a single film but was split into two parts. Ponniyin Selvan, I was released in theaters worldwide on September 30, 2022 in standard and IMAX formats, where it received acclaim from film critics, who praised the direction, cast performances, musical score, visuals, and faithfulness to the novel. Breaking several box office records, the film grossed over 500 crore, and became the highest-grossing Tamil film of 2022, the fourth highest-grossing Tamil film of all time, the 15th highest-grossing Indian film of all time and the third highest-grossing Indian film of the year 2022. Plot. During 10th century in Tanjavur, the Chola dynasty rules prosperously in South India, under the reign of Emperor Sundara Kozar, whose sons Aditha Karikalan and Arulmozhi Varman aka Ponniyin Selvan are heading their conquests of Kanchi and Lanka for the Chola Empire. Sensing something is amiss in Chola, Aditha Karikalan sends his friend, the Vanar clan's prince, Valavariyan Vandiyadevan to investigate and relay the news to his sister Princess Kundavai and Sundara Kozar subsequently. Vandiyadevan reaches the fortress of Kadambur and overhears the conspiracy designed by the Chola treasurer and minister of finance, Periya Pazuvettarayar and other ministers to stop Aditha Karikalan from ascending the throne and install his uncle Madurantaka Chola on it. Vandiyadevan had frequent meetings with a Vaishnavite Ashwarkadayan Nambai whom he spots at the fortress spying on the meeting. After escaping from the fortress, Vandiyadevan confronts Nambai on a boat, who reveals that he was in the fortress to meet his foster sister Nandini, who mysteriously disappeared from the house during his absence and later married Periya Pazuvettarayar, who is much older than her. After learning this, Vandiyadevan meets Pazuvettarayar's wife Nandini, who tells him to meet her at her building and gives her ring to him for entry into the royal palace when he expresses that he wants to deliver Nambai's message to her. Vandiyadevan meets the fort's chief in charge Chinna Pazuvettarayar and reveals to Sundara Kozar about the conspirators, but Chinna Pazuvettarayar, who is Pazuvettarayar's younger brother, intervenes and tries to capture Vandiyadevan, who manages to escape from them and meets Aditha Karikalan's sister Kundavai through Nandini, who orders him to bring her reply first to her before reaching Aditha Karikalan. After learning about the conspiracy, Kundavai tells him to bring Ponniyin Selvan from Lanka. After winning the battle in Kanchi, Aditha Karikalan is told to return to Tanjavur but refuses as Nandini is present in Tanjavur. It is revealed that Aditha Karikalan was in love with Nandini, but the royalty refused to accept a poor orphan as the prospective queen of the Chola Empire and banished her from the city. After years, Aditha Karikalan met Nandini tending to his enemy Veerapandiyan, who was the king of Pandya dynasty with whom she fell in love after being banished. In a fit of rage, Aditha Karikalan beheaded Veerapandiyan, causing a depressed Nandini to swear vengeance against his family. Presently, Aditha Karikalan knows that Nandini married Periya Pasuvetarayar just to avenge her past. After winning the war against Raja Mahinda in Lanka, Ponniyin Selvan meets Vandiyadevan, who relays messages for him from Kundavai and Vanatha by reaching Lanka with the help of a rowing woman Pungazalai. Nambai also arrives in Lanka and is revealed to be a spy of the Prime Minister Anuradha Brahmarayar. After a face-off with Nandini in Tanjavur, Kundavai meets Sundara Kozar and tells him about Periya Pasuvetarayar's conspiracies. The next day, Pasuvetarayar and the ministers manipulate Sundara Kozar to order a convoy to bring Ponniyin Selvan back to Tanjavur. Meanwhile, Kundavai is asked by Sundara Kozar to bring Aditha Karikalan to Tanjavur, as it would not be appropriate for the crown prince to be far away from the capital. While heading towards Tanjavur, Ponniyin Selvan and Vandiyadevan are attacked by Pandya Abathadavigal, which is headed by Ravi Dasan, but are rescued by a veiled woman Ume Rani. Kundavai meets Aditha Karikalan and tells him to arrive back at the kingdom by arguing that her decision to have Nandini banished was right as she took that decision as a princess, but Aditha Karikalan still adamantly refuses. Meanwhile, Pandya Abathadavigal's member meets Mahinda and receives soldiers as help from him in the group's plan to assassinate Ponniyin Selvan. Pungazalai, realizing that the convoy is sent to apprehend Ponniyin Selvan for political reasons, reveals about it to Ponniyin Selvan, Vandiyadevan, Nambai, and others. Ponniyin Selvan makes Vandiyadevan disguise himself as Ponniyin Selvan, and leaves with Pungazalai to meet the convoy. However, his well-wishers prevent him from doing so, fearing for his life. On the way toward shore, Ponniyin Selvan and Pungazalai discover that the convoy has been ambushed by Pandya Abathadavigal, who apprehends Vandiyadevan, misinterpreting him to be Ponniyin Selvan. Ponniyin Selvan heads towards Pandya Abathadavigal's ship to rescue Vandiyadevan, and they drown in the sea due to a storm and are consequently presumed to be dead. The news of Ponniyin Selvan's death reaches Sundara Kozar, Kundavai, and Aditha Karikalan, who are all devastated. Aditha Karikalan swears vengeance against Nandini for his brother's death and heads towards the kingdom to destroy her. Meanwhile, Ume Rani, revealed to be a lookalike of Nandini, is shown swimming in the sea to find Ponniyin Selvan, to rescue him. Cast. The film's narration was voiced by Kamal Hassan, Anil Kapoor, Rana Dagubati, Prithviraj Sukumaran, and Jayant Kaikini in the Tamil, Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada languages respectively. Production. Origin. In 1958, M. G. Ramachandran announced Ponniyin Selvan, a film adaptation of Kaki Krishnamurti's historical novel of the same name. Ramachandran bought the film rights to the novel for 100,000, and would produce, direct and star in the adaptation, which would feature an ensemble cast including Vijayanthimmala, Gemini Ganesan, Padmini, Savitri, B. Sarahadevi, M. N. Rajam, T. S. Balaya, M. N. Nambiar, O. A. Kathavar and Vinagaya. Before shooting could begin, Ramachandran met with an accident, and the wound took 6 months to heal. Ramachandran was unable to continue with the film even after renewing the rights 4 years later. In the late 1980s, actor Kamal Hassan and Mani Ratnam worked together on adapting the novel into a film. Composer Ilayaraja and cinematographer P. C. Sriaram became attached to the project, while actors including Sathiraj and Prabha were cast in pivotal roles. Ratnam revealed that he worked on a first draft of the film alongside Kamal Haasan, who had bought the rights of the novel from Ramachandran, but the pair shelved their plan as the project did not make financial sense at the time. In an interview with Filmfare in January 1994, Ratnam stated that it remained one of his dream projects and that he had hoped to work on during his career. Kamal Haasan then attempted to make the story into a 40-part television series, and worked with writer R.A.K. Rangarajan on the screenplay, but the project was later stalled. In late 2010, Ratnam renewed his interest in the project and worked alongside writer Jayammohan to finalize the script for the film adaptation of Ponniyin Selvan. Expected to be made in the Tamil at a cost of 100 crores, Ratnam planned to produce the film himself initially, with the intention of teaming up with a bigger production house later on in the filmmaking process. Technicians including composer A.R. Rahman, cinematographer Santosh Sivan, editor A. Srikar Prasad and art director Sabu Cyril were soon after attached to the project. Ratnam cast Vijay in the leading role of Valavare in Vandiyadevan. After signing the film, Vijay called it a privilege and a dream come true to be working with Ratnam for the second time after Nirakunai. Mahesh Babu was cast as Arulmozhi Varman, who later becomes the Chola Emperor Rajaraja I in the project, and also expressed his delight at being selected by Ratnam. Arya also joined the project to play a third leading male role after the script was narrated to him. Meanwhile, Sathiraj was signed to play a supporting role in the film. During the course of the casting process, Ratnam had also considered other actors including Vikram, Suriya, and Vishal, but they eventually did not make the final cast. For the leading female roles, after considering Jyothika, the team finalized Anushka Shetty for a role and held discussions with Priyanka Chopra in regard to other characters. 7 days before the scheduled start of the shoot, a photo shoot for the film was held in Chennai featuring Vijay and Mahesh Babu. For the shoot, the team sought permission from the officials of Mysore Palace and Lalitha Mahal to film sequences. However, their requests were denied, with palace officials keen to keep film crews away from the historic locations. The film was later shelved before the start of the filming stage, as the expected cost of production escalated. Jayammohan stated that the film did not materialize as the team struggled to find available locations to shoot the film. He revealed that temple officials in Tamil Nadu refused to allow the team to film scenes on the premises and that the expensive cost of producing replica sets meant that it would not be a viable solution. Development. In January 2019, Ratnam decided to revive Ponniyin Selvan after Leica Productions, who earlier collaborated with him in Chekka Shivanthavanam, agreed to fund the film. While Vikram, Vijay Sethupathi, and J.M. Ravi decided to play the lead roles, along with Silam Barasan in a crucial role, Amitabh Bachchan and Aishwarya Rai Bachchan too assigned the project, the former playing the role of Sundara Chola in the film. Composer A.R. Rahman, screenwriter Jayammohan, and editor Srikar Prasad were retained in the new version. In April 2019, a major change in the film's cast took place, with Sethupathi opting out of the project due to schedule conflicts, thus being replaced by Karthi, and Anushka Shetty was included in the film's cast, working with Ratnam for the first time. Aishwarya Rai, later herself confirmed her inclusion in the project, at the Cannes Film Festival. Anushka Shetty, who has been part of the film's old version, officially signed the project. Actress Amala Paul, too, confirmed being a part of the film. Vikram, who is one of the principal characters in the film, too confirmed his part. Veteran actors R. Parthiban and Jayaram were also reported to join the film's cast. Rajinikanth wanted to portray Periya Pasavetarayar in a cameo, but Ratnam refused since it would upset the actor's fans. The role went to Sarath Kumar. In June 2019, Elango Kumaravel announced that he will co-write the screenplay for this version with Ratnam and Jayammohan. Ratnam decided to retain cinematographer Santosh Sivan for this project. However, his unavailability made the director to sign on Ravi Varman. Varman was working for Indian 2, directed by S. Shankar, before signing the film's project. But the latter's delay made Varman to quit the film, making him available for Ponniyin Selvan. In September 2019, Ratnam confirmed that he will be working with the composer and lyricist duo Raman and Varamathu, who were a part of Ratnam's frequent collaborations since Roja. However, it received huge displeasure from netizens, as the latter was accused of sexual misconduct and harassment by several women singers and artists from the Tamil film industry. This also resulted in Anushka Shetty opting out of the project. Art director Thoda Tharani signed the new version of the project, thus replacing Sabu Cyril, who worked in the old version. Costume designer Eka Lakani travelled to Tanjavur temples to study sculptures, meet weavers, and understand the heritage before starting the process of designing. Ratnam announced that the film's shoot will take place across Tamil Nadu and Thailand, and as per his advice, several actors from the film including Vikram, J.M. Ravi, Karthik grew their hair long for their roles in the film. In October 2019, Ashvin K. Kumanu announced his inclusion in the project. Actor Lal shared a picture of him along with Ratnam, raising expectations about the film. He further confirmed his inclusion, stating that he will play the role of an aged warrior in the film. Prior to the film's shoot, Ratnam went on a location recce across Thailand, and a few reports stated on choosing Thailand as the primary spot, since its rich forests and the temples there resemble the 10th century feel in which the story is set. Another major change in the film's cast happened, with Amala Paul and Kirthi Suresh opting out of the film. While the former stated call sheet issues as the reason, the latter cited that she was roped in for a nath. However, a few additions in the film's cast took place, with Trisha, Aishwarya Lakshmi, and Vikram Prabha were reportedly signed in the film. Characters. The story thread of Ponniyin Selvan spans years and more than 50 characters, with 15 principal roles. The older version of Ratnam's film adaptation had Vijay playing Valavarayan Vandiyadevan, one of the two protagonists, and Mahesh Babu playing the other protagonist role of Arulmas Hivarman alias Rajaraja I alias Ponniyin Selvan, after whom the novel is named. After the project was revived, the roles went to Karthi and J.M. Ravi respectively. It was later reported that Aishwarya Rai Bachchan will play dual roles in the film, as Nandini, the main antagonist of the novel, and her mute mother, Queen Mandakini Devi. For his role as Ashwarkadayan Nambai, Jayaram was sported a bald look in the film. Trisha would essay the role of Kundave alias Ilyapurity. For the role of Pungazalai, Aishwarya Lakshmi learnt rowing, as the character Pungazalai is a boatwoman in the novel. Post-shooting being suspended due to lockdown, Trisha trained in horse riding at the Madras School of Equitation, where she was enrolled for a special course on October 26, 2020, and completed within November 14, 2020. Both J.M. Ravi and Karthi confirmed their characters playing in the film. Filming. Ponniyin Selvan began as a stand-alone film with a budget of 500 crore. Later, it was split into two parts that were to be shot back-to-back, with some sources reporting that budget of 500 crore is spread across two parts. Principal photography began on December 11, 2019 at Krabi, Kanchanaburi and other places in Thailand, where the crew planned its shooting schedule for 40 days. After completing the first schedule in January 2020, the team planned to shoot the second schedule in Chennai, but later moved to Puducherry. The second schedule of shooting took place on February 3, 2020 in Puducherry, and completed within 6 days. Then the team moved to Hyderabad for the next schedule, on February 10, where the entire team planned to shoot at Ramogi Film City. The second schedule was wrapped up on February 26, 2020. It was reported that Karthi faced an accident while he was shooting in Hyderabad, where he was thrown up in the air, while riding a horse. However, he faced only minor injuries. As of March 2020, the makers shot the major portion of the film for 90 days before shooting being interrupted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In January 2020, it was reported that the film would be split into 2 parts, which was confirmed by Mani Ratnam in April 2020. In September 2020, Ratnam eventually planned to resume the shooting at Sri Lanka, but due to restrictions on international travel, it was difficult for the team to get permission from the officials to resume filming, thereby decided to shoot major portions of the film in India. Ratnam wanted to shoot at major portions in Hyderabad, Jaisalmer, Jaipur, Madhya Pradesh, and many prominent locations across India. Although the team eventually planned for filming in mid-November, he decided against doing so, lamenting that despite government allowing permission for film shootings, it was advised that the film's shooting must have minimal crew members, with not more than 75 people working on the film. Mani Ratnam stated that since 500 people will be featured in the film's shoot, it is difficult for shooting in mid-2020. On December 10, 2020, a minor schedule of the film took place in Pollachi, featuring the lead actors. The team stated that the major schedule of the film will take place in January 2021, and was touted to be the biggest schedule, which will be wrapped up within a single stretch. Vikram was reported to be present in the schedule, after completing the shoot for Cobra. After a 9-month-long hiatus, the shooting for the film resumed on January 6, 2021 at Ramogi Film City, Hyderabad. The major schedule featured the attendance of Sarath Kumar, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, Trisha, Raman, Prakash Raj, Parthiban, and Mohan Raman. On February 3, 2021, the makers shot for a special number featuring Trisha and 250 other artists at a huge set constructed at Ramogi Film City. The art direction team, supervised by Thathatharani, had constructed 5 huge sets in the shooting location. According to the executive producer Siva Anand, the lead cast members began shooting for the portions in Hyderabad, excluding Vikram, who earlier shot for the portions in January, and was reported to join the sets in between a brief break during the schedule. After filming for a schedule ended in March, the next schedule was to start in May. By April 23, it was delayed to June due to a spike in COVID-19 cases. Plans to shoot in North Indian states during that time was changed to instead shoot in Chennai and Hyderabad. In mid-June 2021, it was announced that shooting would only resume once there were fewer COVID-19 cases. Filming resumed in July 2021 at Puducherry. In August, the team went to Madhya Pradesh for location scouting, so that they can shoot the pending portions, and later resumed the shoot in Orchha and Gwalior. Within late August 2021, J.M. Ravi and Vikram had completed his portions for both the parts in the film. The team later moved to Maheshwar for another schedule which majorly focuses on Karthi and Trisha. On September 4, 2021, Raman confirmed that he completed his portions. The team had begun shooting in Pollachi for a song sequence, in the middle of the month. The team moved to Pollachi and then to Mysore to shoot some sequences. It was reported that Karthi joined shooting in Pollachi and Ashvin Kakamanu joined shooting in Mysore. Karthi finished shooting for his portions on September 16, 2021. On September 18, Mani Ratnam confirmed that the entire shooting of the first part has been wrapped, except for few sequences in the second part. However, in March 2022 J.M. Ravi, Karthi, and Aishwarya Rai Bachchan wrapped up a small patchwork left which was fully completed in 7 days. Post-production. The dubbing for the film started on September 27, 2021. Trisha and Aishwarya Lakshmi lent their own voices for the roles of Kundave and Pungazalai respectively for the film's original Tamil version. Vikram has dubbed for himself for 5 languages for the film, in Tamil, Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada. Both J.M. Ravi and Kartha dubbed for the Tamil and the Telugu versions of the film. Lawsuits. In September 2021, the Animal Welfare Board of India filed a lawsuit against Mani Ratnam in connection with the death of a horse allegedly during the film's shooting in Hyderabad in August 2021. An official from the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals India complained to the local officials against Ratnam, his production house Madras Talkies and the owner of the horse under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act and Indian Penal Code, saying that several horses were continuously used for hours at the film set due to which the animals were tired and dehydrated. Khushbu Gupta, the Indian Chief Advocatory Officer from PETA, raised objections against Mani Ratnam, saying that in the age of computer-generated imagery, production companies have no excuse for forcing exhausted horses to play at war until one of them drops dead, and felt that compassionate, forward-thinking filmmakers would never dream of hauling sensitive animals to a chaotic movie set and forcing them to act. Music. The film score and soundtrack were composed by Mani Ratnam's norm composer A.R. Rahman. The audio rights of the film were purchased by Tips. The soundtrack consists of 6 original songs composed by A.R. Rahman, namely, Pani Nadi, Chola Chola, Rachasa Mamane, Soul, Ale Cattle, and Devaralan Autumn. Lyrics were written by Elango Krishnan, Kabilan, Krithika Nelson, and Siva Anand in the Tamil version, and Merbub Kotwal, Ananta Sriram, Rafika Humd and Jayanth Kaikini wrote the song lyrics in Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada respectively. Marketing. Promotional campaign for the film was supposed to begin in July 2022, with the film's teaser trailer planned to be launched at the Brihadisvara Temple in Tanjavur, the city which served as the capital for the Chola dynasty. Following the launch event, the team also planned a promotional tour for the film. However, in mid-June 2022, the film's teaser launch was cancelled due to security reasons and post-production delays. The movie team later on decided to have a grand teaser trailer launch event in Chennai as per their previous schedule on July 8, 2022. The film's teaser trailer was released on July 8, 2022 in Tamil and dubbed versions of Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada languages. The film's trailer and songs were released by the chief guests Rajinikanth and Kamal Hassan on September 6, 2022 at the Nehru Indoor Stadium in Tamil and dubbed versions of Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada languages. The trailer featured Kamal Hassan voiceover in the Tamil version and Anil Kapoor, Rana Dagubati, Prithviraj Sukumaran, and Jayanth Kaikini voiceovers in Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada version of the trailer respectively. Posters featuring Sarath Kumar, Parthiban, Aishwarya Lakshmi, Sobhita Dhulapala, Prakash Raj, Jay Akithra, Raman, Vikram Prabhu, Lal, and Jayaram were released before the trailer launch event. Release. Theatrical. Ponniyin Selvan, I released on September 30, 2022 worldwide. It is scheduled to release in Tamil along with the dubbed versions of Hindi, Kannada, Telugu and Malayalam languages. It was previously scheduled to release on summer 2022, but was postponed due to production works. It became the first Tamil film to release in IMAX format. The film's release across Canada was disrupted after large theatre chains Cineplex and Landmark Cinemas refused to exhibit due to ongoing anonymous threats of vandalism if Tamil films were released in their locations. The attacks, which have happened during screenings of Theri and Kurup, are alleged to have been conducted by owners of Woodside Cinemas and York Cinemas, a local South Indian theatre chain in Toronto attempting to hold monopoly of screening Tamil films. Ponniyin Selvan, I had a limited Canadian release in select private theatres, including TIFF Bell Lightbox, amidst protection from law enforcement. Distribution. The distribution rights of the film in Tamil Nadu were acquired by Red Giant Movies. The Andhra Pradesh and Telangana distribution rights were bagged by Sri Venkatswara Creations and Dil Raju. The Kerala distribution rights of the film was bagged by Gokulam Gopalan's Sri Gokulam Movies. The overseas theatrical rights of the film were acquired by Tentkata. The North India distribution rights were acquired by Pen India Limited. Home Media. The digital streaming rights for the film were purchased by Amazon Prime Video for 125 crore. Similarly, the satellite rights have been sold to Sun TV. The film is scheduled to have its digital premiere on Amazon Prime Video from November 4, 2022 in Tamil and dubbed versions in Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada languages. Reception. Box office. Ponniyin Selvan, I currently has a worldwide gross of 500 crore with more than 330 crore from India, 230 crore from Tamil Nadu alone, becoming the first film to do so, and over 170 crore from the rest of the world. The film became the highest grossing Tamil film of the year 2022, the fourth highest grossing Tamil film of all time, the 15th highest grossing Indian film of all time and the third highest grossing Indian film of the year 2022. The film earned around 80 crore on its opening day worldwide and debuted number 1 in countries like Singapore, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Australia, and reached the top 3 in the USA. By its third day, the film earned around 80 crore, taking its first weekend worldwide collection to 230 crore. The film performed exceptionally well in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and overseas market, but performed poorly in the Telugu and Hindi belt. The dubbed Hindi version grossed 22 crore at the domestic box office. Nonetheless, the film emerged as the highest grossing Tamil movie in Malaysia, Singapore, USA, Australia, and the fifth highest grossing Indian movie in the US behind Bahubali, The Beginning, Bahubali 2, The Conclusion, RRR, and K.G.F, Chapter 2.